All right, sweet. So we have a double Vindicator Armageddon on Rainbow Wolf's side versus a double Vindicator Balgorn on Long GG's side. Other than that, we have pretty much the same thing, though Long GG does have one extra arbitrator, and Rainbow Wolves brought a Nurgle, which is kind of goofy as it is a 6-point frigate. They are kind of jockeying for position to use that right now. Long GG is burning straight away, which makes sense because they do have those super long range webs, but it looks like Odin's is also kind of burning away. So I'm wondering if they're going to try some MJG shenanigans, which would be super fantastic to see. I would love to see it because both teams have a ton of damage right now.
Yeah, it's interesting to see. I think the Nurgle's probably because they can't bring the Balgon, right? So they bring the Armageddon, which saves them like 4 points, and then they have that 4 points to dump somewhere. So they might as well, I don't know, I guess promote the Arbitrator up to a Nurgle or something.
Yeah, and I think Long GG realized that both teams were running away, and so now they're burning all of their ships straight in there. The Vindicator of Melinda is kind of in a great position to screen. However, not the Vindicator. The Melinda did get tackled for a little bit by the Balgorn here. I don't know. I guess they have guidance disruptors, missile guidance on it, just because that's the only ship they could put it on. A lot of tracking disrupting going on both sides, but I'm not sure how much it's going to matter since like the Vindicators are probably just going to sit on each other's faces. So it's going to be a really crazy DPS rush. I guess we're going to see if Deacons or Thalias are better. But at the end of the day, I think this is going to be based on how much newt pressure you can get on the opposing team's Logi.
Yeah, the Long GG team also has that extra arbitrator, so they have an extra set of TDs as well. Not that it's going to matter too much, as you said.
Yeah, I don't think that that's going to... I mean, it could. You know what? If you arbitrator down a Balgorn to like 2k and then have 90% webs and or not a Balgorn, if you arbitrator down to Vindicator to like 2 or 3k optimal and then do some weird webbing shenanigans, it could end up mattering, but we'll see. Long GG is pushing straight in onto the Armageddon. They actually have him already taking a lot of damage here.
Yeah, he's webbed, and I think now he's 90% webbed, so he's definitely not going anywhere. He's probably going to die pretty quickly, and we're not really seeing any damage going out onto Long GG's team right now. It looks like they're going to go onto the Balgon of Colbert.
Yeah, that's a pretty smart call. I think it is a gun Balgorn, by the way, so there's a little bit more DPS on the Long GG's time or team. I do think that might actually mean the newt pressure or like who has more newts goes over to Rainbow Wolves because it is a full newt Armageddon. So yeah, there's I don't know. They're flying it a little bit differently. I'm seeing them just kind of getting into position here. The Paradigm's Balgorn's actually webbed off really far away, and he does have a lot of tracking disruptors on him. So Rainbow Wolves is going to have a little bit of trouble applying damage right now. That being said, they are breaking the Balgorn a little bit faster here.
Yeah, I think he has been scrammed off by that Vengeance over in the corner. That's why the Vengeance is webbed right now, because the Vindicator doesn't have anything else to put it on.
Yeah, I want to see them do the classic 90% Vindicator maneuver where they just turn and kill him. So it's like, oh, you're tackling my Vindicator. Okay, well, I'm just going to kill you, so bye.
Yeah, it looks like Colbert is slowly breaking. It'd be interesting to see what happens with the rep bots, because I don't think we have any smart bombs in this case, right? Like, unless the Armageddon or the Balgon's packing one of them. Probably wouldn't put one on Vindy.
The only thing I could see is if so Colbert is breaking a little bit right here. Yeah, you're totally right. If Melinda had smart bombs, maybe, but since Melinda's also primary...
Falia just got snapped.
There you go. Okay. Yeah, that'll do her. There is a full set of drones running around now. It looks like the arbitrators are trying to do some backline damage to that second Thalia, but that might be the difference. I don't know. We'll see. Melinda has so many rep drones on him that I don't think he's going to smart bomb regardless, so we don't know if he has the ability to do that. I'm guessing CCP just pinged.
Yeah, it looks like the newts have focused a bit more off onto the two decons now from the Armageddon. They were spread between other things before. It's like they're just trying to break Colbert. Colbert's in about half armor. I think it comes down to whether they can break him or not before they lose the second Thalia. Although it looks like the second Thalia is doing fine right now. We're seeing smart bombs now from Melinda. I guess they called the rep bots off of him.
They did, but also Melinda's dropping really quickly. I'm not really sure what the game plan is on that, if that's necessarily the best idea.
Yeah, the other Thalia had to burn because he was Balgon webbed and getting nuded, so I guess he burned away, but now he's not in rep range, so now he has to come back in.
Yeah, and Melinda does go down. Just that little extra pressure, the new pressure and the DPS pressure on those two Thalias was able to make them break first. However, I think Colbert might drop as well. Not sure.
Yeah,
Not
he's
sure if they're going to
definitely
be
in
able to
trouble.
stop it. Yeah, because both of those Vindicators are very, very close to him. So even if you're tracking disrupting them, there's not much. So we'll see if the new pressure is enough to, if the new pressure from the Balgorn can shut their damage off in time. I don't think so, though.
Yeah, we're not seeing any of the Vindicators getting muted right now, so all of their DPS isn't going to get shut down by those Balgons. As Colbert enters structure here, Nurgle's getting muted a bunch. I guess you probably want to force him off so he resets his spool in case he came in for some reason. So the Thalia is
Yeah.
webbed now too.
Yeah, and Colbert is going to drop here. They don't quite have enough DPS or enough newts and reps to save him, which that takes away so much newt pressure. And both Vindicators on both sides are still up. I really want to see. In fact, we are seeing it right now. The Nurgle has gone onto one of the Deacons and is going to start spooling up on that. So that little extra bit of pressure might be what kind of tips us over. Fang is webbed down quite hard in the Deacon by the Nurgle. I'm wondering if they're going to try for a Logi headshot here real quick.
Yeah, the Thalia on the Odin's Call side has been tackled too by the Vengeance, Erd Voidaughter. He just broke Scram right now though, so he's probably not going to be able to provide too much in the way of reps to the Vindicator. But so is Long GG's their Deacon of Fang. He's scrammed and tackled, and he's getting pressured by that. Oh, Magus just went down. I guess that was one of those like snap Vindicator kills.
Yeah, they always have the ability to just turn on somebody and blow them up, which makes them very, very scary. Pony and Yokan are actually just punching each other in the face right now because they're both 90% webbed by each other. So Yokan is going down a little bit faster, though, which is not a good thing. And Long GG's doing a really good job keeping their Deacons alive.
Yeah, that Deacon has survived even under the pressure of that Nurgle. It should start spooling up pretty soon. It takes a long time for the Nurgle, right? Because it takes like 60 cycles before it's at like full like 700 DPS.
Yeah, they're cool ships, but there's a reason why we don't really see them very much anywhere, honestly. Like, they're very expensive both on ISK-wise and points-wise in this tournament. So it is doing a little bit of pressure, though, but they're also kind of, yeah, like, I don't know if it's going to be if that's going to really be a game changer. It's definitely...
Oh, Yokun's about to go down here.
Yeah, Yokun's about to drop here. But Pony's also dropping too. I don't know. We'll see if they can still take him down. He is pulling up on the Deacon. Yokan does go down. The Deacon is actually about to hit structure, and they're having trouble keeping him up versus the Nurgle. But the Nurgle just got jammed by EC drones, the greatest drone of all time, which means the spool has been broken on him.
That's really unfortunate.
Yep.
So I think Paradigm should be able to finish off Pony Loki here, but I don't know if he's going to be able to beat PR, especially if there's still two Deacons on the field versus just the one Thalia that's repping him, or Thalia.
Yeah, I want to see. They do have some good newt pressure on Fang. What they really need to be doing is, if they're trying to kill Fang, is they need to be doing newt pressure on Fish DK instead. Like, you don't go for the Deacon that you have locked down. You go for the Deacon that you don't have locked down is generally the best idea. Pony Loki is going to drop here. I don't think they have the ability to keep him up, because even though it's just one Vindicator is always something that you want to have on your side. It's still a ton of DPS.
Yeah, just one Vindicator is still like 1700 DPS.
Yeah, I'm actually wondering if Paradigm's going to live if they take Pony down, because he's not going down that fast, and they still have a lot of rep drones on him.
Yeah, so Pony just went down now. The Paradigm is still in very, very low structure. Maybe they can do some really weird shenanigans, because I think they do have more tackle on the Rainbow Wolf side with the Ponties and the Arbitrators. But...
yeah, I don't know. He's in low structure now, or he's in low armor. The rep drones are doing a lot of work. Unfortunately, the Nurgle got EC droned again, or muted out. One of those two. He did lose a spool on the Deacon, so if you saw, the Deacon almost went down, and then it suddenly didn't.
Yeah, the Paradigm is slowly breaking here, I think.
Yeah, if they can't take down one of those, so one of the big things I guess we didn't notice is both, or I didn't notice, is both arbitrators from Long GG are sitting directly on top of Erd's Thalia and nuding him out. So the rep drones on or the pretty much it's only rep drones from the Rainbow Wolf side that were keeping that Vindicator up, and he does go down, which is really unfortunate for him. Really close. I think that snap kill on Thor's Thalia might have actually won them the game.
Yeah, one thing that was interesting too was the snap kill on the Magus, because that last Vindicator didn't have armor links.
Yeah, the just so you guys are aware, we totally spaced out on it. The clock actually, or the time actually ended while the Paradigm was still alive.